Zelensky finally presented his victory plan, which in fact was nothing but another list of demands. There were no fundamentally new ideas. NATO should get bogged down in the war even more and lift any restrictions on strikes in the territory of Russia, help Ukrainian air defense, and shoot down Russian aircraft. The West is required to deepen the conflict with Moscow and take care of Ukraine's security, inviting Kiev into NATO and deploying some comprehensive non-nuclear strategic deterrence package on its territory. In response, Kiev sells Ukraine to the West. Europe and the United States will be developing Ukraine's strategic and economic industries. Thus, they will get access to Ukrainian resources. Moreover, Zelensky proposes to replace the U.S. contingent in Europe by the Ukrainian military after the war. Taking into account Ukrainian military experience of constant defeats, Europeans are unlikely to accept such an idea. From the very first point, Zelensky's plan is not a peace, but a war plan. This is a list of unrealizable wishes which Ukraine's allies have disavowed. In an attempt to smooth over another Kiev failure, its Western partners are declaring more military aid packages. The United States announced the allocation of a new package of $425 million. It will include missiles for air defense systems, unnamed air-to-ground ammunition, armored vehicles, and other munitions. Australia is going to send 49 of its M1A1 Abrams tanks from 59 in storage to Ukraine. The delivery will be carried out as part of a $245 million aid package, and the U.S. has already permitted re-export of its tanks. According to local media, Australian Abrams are in good condition, and only a few of them will need repairs before being shipped to Ukraine. The U.S.-made Abrams tanks showed their low efficiency, and Ukrainian forces have already lost most of them on the front lines. But a new batch of Abrams from Australia could help Kiev not only to compensate for the loss, but noticeably increase the total number of these tanks on the battlefield. While the West is trying its best to prolong the war and keep its puppet Kiev regime alive, there may be no soldiers left in the Ukrainian army to fight, though with NATO weapons. According to the estimations of Western monitoring sources, since the beginning of the war, the losses of the armed forces of Ukraine have reached 1.8 million people, of whom 780,000 were killed. Ukrainian losses from June to mid-October were staggering, up to 55,000 to 65,000 people every month. Suffering from intolerable losses, Kiev intensifies mobilization, sends youth, elderly people, and women to the front, urgently hunts down fresh cannon fodder on the streets, and allows foreigners to command its units, etc.